now your ABC 7 First Alert Weather Forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
We have Old Glory sitting right outside of our studios, and she is standing straight out. I'll tell you what, we have a 20-mile-per-hour wind gusting to 25 today. That is a wind out of the northwest, and it is breezy outside. Taking a look at current statistics, we have 66 degrees as an air temperature with a wind coming out of the west-northwest at 20. That wind off Gulf waters, though, is keeping the coastline just a little bit warmer at 66 thanks to the water temperature, while inland temperatures are much cooler. We have some 50-degree temperatures just a little bit inland. In fact, you don't have to go too far inland to see temperatures that, well, actually, now the Wauchula temperature, which was at 58, has now jumped up to 62. So still low 60s in inland areas, mid to upper 60s as you get closer to the coast, the effect of that northwesterly wind flow. We've got 68 degrees at Longboat Key. Sarasota comes in at 66. Bradenton at 63. Lakewood Ranch, you've got 64. Venice 67. So is Inglewood. Northport at 64. And then those inland temperatures all uniformly in the lower 60s right now. We'll go with 62 by 7 a.m. Then sunny and cool, but you know, with that wind brisk out of the northwest driving down that cooler air, just not going to warm a whole lot today. Despite the sunshine, we only stay at about 68 by 3 p.m. It's rain free though straight through the period, and as we get into the evening hours should be beautiful, but a little on the breezy side. Hour by hour forecast continues to show maybe a few clouds from time to time. We still have some up to the north, and because the winds are coming in off Gulf waters, we may catch a few of those cold air clouds coming our way, but otherwise lots of sunshine in between those banks of clouds that are passing by. None of them, by the way, contain rainfall. Northwest wind breezy and gusty. Small craft advisories up, rip current advisories up, so just watch for that. That could be a problem for boaters, mariners, folks who like to recreate in our waters. It's just a little bit unsafe with those strong, frequent rip currents that'll be around this afternoon. Winds will probably start to subside tomorrow, and so when you wake up tomorrow morning, I think the temperatures will probably be uniformly in the 50s, and also the winds will be a little bit more out of the north, so along the coast you're not going to get that warming trend from that onshore flow. Radar quiet across our region. Again, we have this storm system that continues to develop into a nor'easter that it's going to affect the northeastern coastline. And I'm telling you what, some of the computer models lately have shown some significant snowfall accumulations along the coastline. High pressure builds in for us with that high pressure drawing down that a north wind, switching to a northeasterly wind by tomorrow afternoon or evening. We continue to draw down the cooler air, and consequently, despite the sunshine today, we're going to have several days in a row of cool temperatures. Rain-free, though, right straight through the 7 days ahead, and just a little on the chilly side today, but as we head into the weekend, that changes. So we got some rainfall yesterday. These are rainfall totals that some places were quite impressive. Nearly 3-inch rainfalls in some locations. Some locations actually, Doppler radar estimates do go with 3 inches, which is great because the official amount of rainfall at the airport was only half an inch of rainfall. I mean, some places didn't get any, right? But if you factor in the amount of rainfall that we've had since the beginning of the year, we're still down about 3.5 inches. So this rainfall was needed, and it was very beneficial. Luckily, there was no severe weather to speak of, in our area anyway. Northwest wind coming in at about 20 knots, so it's going to be a breezy day. Small craft advisories up 5, building to 7-foot seas. Choppy on your bay and inland waters. Forecast looking like this. We hope there it goes. We're looking at a daytime high today of 68, 51 our overnight low tomorrow, a little cooler at 66, and the overnight low tomorrow, the coldest of the week at 45 as you wake up on Friday morning. 70 degrees on Friday. We warm nicely over the weekend. I think it'll be an absolutely gorgeous weekend. In the upper 70s, full sunshine, less wind, nighttime lows in the 50s, and then next week maybe a little bit warmer and a little bit more humid, I think, coming in the low 80s.